Did you guys miss me? Probably not, because it really hasn't been that long since you've seen me. But it is Tuesday, August 20th. We are doing this fresh after playing. And don't worry, this is not an espresso martini. Unless you want it to be, then I'm sorry that it is. I don't know where I am right now. I am in a state of tiredness. I didn't get too much sleep last night. Well, there you go. There's my there's the playlist that I use because I used the wrong transition there. Let's just get into this. Let's go to ball time and let's get started. This is the first play of the day. Look at that movement from me. I didn't know I still had it in me. I'm actually, 4 days off from playing? Went to Arkansas this weekend. It's been crazy. Let's see how I did. Oh, is that how I did? Because if that's the pace of this, it's not going to go well. Spoiler alert. That's kind of the pace of this. It's been a few days, so I got myself back into it. Need a bit of a warm-up. Overall, I felt pretty bad about the day. I don't think I played that great, but as I watched the highlights and picked out some clips for today, I realized that it wasn't all so bad. So let's keep going with this. Got about 10 minutes of footage to go through, and you know me and my yapping, I like to triple that in length. I really liked in the beginning here how I stayed behind the ball on the set. It really opened up a lot of options here for me to push that ball out further if necessary. Let me bring up this drawing here. So I had the option to push it out all the way if needed, but he called for a middle set, so I was able to keep that pretty close to me and make a play off of it. Look at me all shy, hand behind my back. Okay, there I am again, staying behind that ball, but not there to cover my teammate if necessary, which may or may not play later. Getting that middle ball, and this wasn't so bad. I ended up mishitting it a bit and just getting lucky with a bounce. But let's notice where I am passing here. Here's the middle of the court. Well, there, I don't know, man. About here's the middle of the court, right? So I'm passing kind of on Matt's side here. And this isn't too bad. He's able to make a play off of it without going too far out. But as you can see, he's jumping. So it's probably pretty close to the net, which is also a common theme for the whole day. And he's able to make a play off of it. The tighter the ball is to the net, the harder it is for the setter to keep it on the net. They usually try and push it back, which I do pretty frequently. So you want to keep that ball relatively off the net for your setter. Now this is the issue that I fall into pretty often as a right side player. It's high enough that Matt's able to get to it, but ultimately leads to, you know, whatever that was, Aaron. Come on. A roll set. Just to rub it in my face that I passed this poorly, you decided to hit me with a roll set. I almost scoop it up with no blocker up, but I'm not that good. Not good enough to do that. Okay, another serve my way, and there it is again. Here's the midline of the court, but I tend to always pass over here. And people that play with me often, Aaron specifically, you'll see it later, they know that I'm going to pass over here. And this honestly isn't that bad if you can keep that consistent. The issue with me is that I don't think I'm going to do it every time. I don't purposely do it every time. But it happens. And that leads to a very difficult set. Notice how Matt is just not facing any which direction, and he just kind of throws a ball up there. I wasn't fast enough to get to it. Still pretty early in the day. Okay, a little bit of confusion on whose middle it was, but I'll make a play off of it. And this is a swing I hit pretty often. Is kind of like this little chop swing just to keep it away from the defender, because He's right there. He's giving me a lot of this line here, which is pretty often the way you want to go as a defender, is you want to take away the easier shots and force people to hit these harder shots because they're more likely to error. But me error? No, thank you. There I am. Just a typical day's work for me. Okay, there's that option. I think I could have set this, but notice how this option is within like the 70% of the court in the middle here, which makes it pretty easy for a guy like JP, mentioned before, 6'6", long arms. He's able to just pick it up pretty easily. Aaron's a great setter, and he just hits that big open court there. I don't know the exact square footage of the court, but there's plenty to choose from. Falling back set comes out clean somehow. Peel dig from me, and my only goal on this swing is to hit as hard as possible. As soon as I saw that this set was tight against a big blocker, I'm just like, let me get a little piece of that hand there, just so it can either fly out of bounds and be a big old tool. Okay, you can't even see that. There we go, tool, like a little hammer. Let me make a quick hammer, there it is. Or it'll just fling off and make it more difficult for the defender to actually read where the ball is gonna go. So it works out, it goes off of his hands, forces Aaron to look like this on his dig, and ultimately works out in my favor. Now, I will say it's not always going to work out, and you will see that later on. There's another option ball. This time I opted to go for a line, which is much harder as a right side right hitter, and you noticed that there just wasn't enough pace on this ball. Easy scoop for Aaron, and he finishes off the ball. Pause. We're going to go into the next set here. Matt and I moving down to the loser's court. And I start off with a pretty strong hit. Honestly, if everything's going the way it is right now, my hits are becoming a lot stronger, which is really nice. I like that. Now, if only I can get the passing a little bit more consistent. Repetitive reps over and over again are going to help this out, but I don't really know how to practice this without like asking somebody to come out and serve for me. So we're going to work on this the best we can, but for now, we're just going to play as often as we can. Stay behind that ball to set wherever you want. Great dig from Micah here. Why would I choose this one? Because I have a great dig. Oh, and this is why right here. What are you doing there, Tim? As soon as I hit the ground here, I was like, there's not really a way they're going to stay up and block me in this instance. So I just decide I'm going to hit seam and hope for some confusion. But for some reason, the right, well, their left, our right, decides to go in the middle. And of all people, it would be Tim, because my shoulders are facing this way. My shoulders are not facing the line. I don't have a power option line anymore without tearing my rotator cuff. So it makes no sense for anybody to even stand here. Just react to here. And, well, yeah, react to here, read the hard cross. And Tim's able to make a dig off of it. I was even aiming for that deep corner too. Just open palm, pops it up, but doesn't work out. Micah was also trying to get the same dig. There we go, an actual efficient option, but still pretty lucky because it just barely, like if I showed you this freeze frame right here, you would not believe that I got past the block. But there it is in that small little pocket there, making it right by Tim, who's arguably the best blocker out there. He's not the tallest, but he's very athletic and smart. Okay, we're going into the next game here with Aaron. This is a fairly controlled pass, I would say. Aaron, like I said, is very aware that I like to pass over here, but as soon as he sees, I called for the ball because it was my seam. As soon as he sees that I'm going for it, he started peeling out this way. I see a lot of people acting as if they could peel the same way they would on a normal set. So let's say I have the ball over here on the right side, like exactly where I started. You can peel pretty straightforward as a setter. But as soon as you see the ball going towards the middle of the court, you want to open up the opportunity for your passer to pass straight in front of them. So you want to step out to the side, give them some room, allow yourself to run into the ball. So that way, when I pass straight forward on this ball here, he has the opportunity to stay behind the ball still. And it works out because I call for a 2, which is essentially this zone here, set-wise. And he's able to just give me a nice up and down set. Fell on his ass. And I make a play off of it. Give your passer some space. There it is. Aaron's aware that I pass like this all the time. So even though I'm over here and normally people pass forward, I accidentally pass to the opposite side of the court all the time. So Aaron's there, ready to give me that 4 ball. And I make a play off of it. Why'd you peel on that one? That was a pretty good set. Honestly, a pretty good swing too. A little bounce action. Bounce about 8 feet in the air. We'll take it. Good contact. Now there is where it becomes an issue. Now that I've conditioned Aaron to that I'm going to pass, because this looks like I'm going to pass pretty well. I've conditioned Aaron to be ready for these wide balls over here. But I mess up the pass and pass in front of me, which is a normal pass for a lot of other people, and he panics to get there. And that results in a bad play. Consistency is pretty important. Now that one, I'm just getting frustrated at this point. I'm delayed. I just don't make a good play off of it. Just in general, at this point, I was pretty frustrated with the whole seam ball. I wasn't passing well, and I pretty much told Aaron, I was like, hey, you can start calling it because I'm messing it up. But then all of a sudden we make this play right here. Bada bing. Oh, there it is. There's the it doesn't always work out play. Remember when I said earlier that on the tight ones, I like to just try and hit as much hand as I can, as hard as possible. Here's where it becomes an issue. With a big enough block, they can just eat everything up pretty easily. So maybe I should have tried to swing up more, but directly into the block, not the strategy. Why don't you trust that I'm going to hit this? Look at how high up I am. I felt very athletic watching this. I didn't feel athletic during the game, but watching back these clips, man, I was going crazy. One dig, pretty far off the net. Just throw the ball over there. Listen to my block call there. Get another dig, and this time I'm able to finish the job. As a shorter hitter, I really know my capabilities in this situation. I'm not hitting down 15-foot line, 10-foot line, whatever. I'm hitting the deep corners, the deep lines and stuff, which makes this a difficult dig for Anthony because it's way too far over his head. And I make a play off of it. With enough pace and a deep shot, it's kind of hard to read. He also doesn't really like using his platform much. A successful peel dig from me and a transition. Dude, there's something weird about that form on that swing. Let's see if I can get a perfect freeze frame. Wow, that doesn't look like I should be hitting that ball at all. But it does hit the top of the net. So works out though. Even weirder was the dig. This looks like the play you only see on video. Just hitting the side of my wrist there. Pops up pretty well. Like Tim looked like he got there easily. And makes a play off of it. Oh, we're going to the next game. We're going to the last game already. Ooh, making good time here. Oh, yes. Dude, I say to everybody that if I can hit line on the right side, then you set me pretty darn well. So this play right here, that's perfection. I let that ball pass over my shoulder, which is the problem everybody has with hitting on the right side, is that they're impatient and don't let the ball pass over their shoulder. And I hit it right around Matt there because he doesn't quite make it there in time. I think we missed a play. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the play we missed. This was supposed to be my segue into the... Nope, this is not the segue into the next game. All right. Great dig from Anthony. And I get freaking... What's the word? Football. I got field goal. I got field goals on that play. Where is the play that was going to be my perfect segue? Oh, okay. I see the issue here. All right. Bear with me. You're going to see all of this in a minute. Hold on. Do. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. An option ball. What, Aaron, how could that be a segue to something? It's just a simple option ball. After this option ball, Tim looked at me and said, you could take as many of those as you want this game, because Tim played in the tournament on Sunday. He was a little tired, and he knows that I want to work on that. So, now we can get into this next game. Now, the issue here, I passed the ball, so that's why I put it down. That's just how it goes. But now, let's look at somebody else passing the ball, aka Tim. He's like, dude, just take him. So even though I didn't see it like fully being a great option there, it worked out. He wants me to practice him. You should be able to hit from anywhere on the court. Clapping me, applauding me. Another Tim ball? Oh, I looked like I was going to option. Even Tim thought I was going to option. That's why he hit tape. He doesn't normally do that. And it ends up working out. He giggled a little bit there. Oh, do they serve Tim? Option. Just a little bit out of Matt's reach there. The reason the option is so good is, look at Matt's still on the left side of the court here. And sorry that the camera's moved over a little bit. Since Matt served from that side of the court and he's still walking on, I'm already starting my jump and he has just stepped onto like the third line of the court. So that shot, not really that crazy of a spot, but it's just throws him off his game. Now, if only there was a solution to this crazy optioning madness. Good dig from Samir, but an overset works out. You're hearing a lot of Tim cheers here. Now, how can they... Well, I'm trying to lead into the next part of the play. Oh, laziness, fatigue. I don't know what that was, but not a great dig from me. And Tim sends that one flying. We're having a good time. It's game 6. There it is again. Pass it way too far. So, yeah, I passed this one. I'm just too many moving parts. I passed it way too far to the right and then called for an outside as soon as I touched the ball, not realizing that it went to the other side. Normally, Tim can get this set off, but it's still a pretty difficult one. I'm not quite able to get my feet to that ball in time. go for the swing, hits the top of the tape. He was hyping me up. Tim was telling me constantly, he's like, yeah, just keep swinging. You know, I watched Cuba in the Olympics, so I'm going to keep ripping them. Let's keep going. Now, here is the solution. How to fix an option ball? Just put me in system. Serve me. Make me hit the regular side out. And I'll find a way to mess it up. Big mess up here was I never stopped moving. Here's the pass, taking constant steps, and just don't quite get my footing to the ball. Uh-oh. No chance for an option. They serve me again. How do I side out? I don't. I cover myself and then try to set an option for Tim, but I passed it over the net. They're keeping the ball on me. Not a bad pass, but a bad swing, I guess. Samir with a crazy dig. The drive-by dig? We gotta watch that one more time. Is that a backhanded? What the heck? He's not even widespread fingers, everything. Nothing made sense there. You can even see my shock. I held the ball. Like, I really gotta fix this. Serve me a nice floaty ball. Tim's not taking the option. I got a high line. Nope, he's just everywhere. Tim sets me the option. I wasn't quite ready for the outside one. Tim takes seam for me, thankfully. I set him, and he's a side-out machine. So he's able to finally teach me how to do what I could never. Oh no, they're still serving me. Nice controlled pass. And I got lucky there. That's a miss hit of the century. But I hit it towards the peeler, so it worked out. Not the potato peeler, the block peeler. Inbounds. Go for the set. Should have optioned, but dude, it's just so hard to option when a hitter like Tim's on the court. I really like that serve. I'm always on the ground on those digs. But I'm able to transition. Wow. A bump set and spike. Okay, there's me passing to that side of the court, going for the middle ball, so it's going to be hard, but I'm able to turn that. That's crazy. Let that ball pass over my shoulder, and I hit it over Samir, and it still bounces. Over in the sense of peeling, not blocking. Ooh, a forced one. Oh, man. Look at that finesse. Rarely do I get a short ball to work. I guess I'm just too predictable. My friends are just fast, but I can't do it. Ooh, transition setting. I'm godlike at transition setting. It's easy when the dig ends up like that. Gives me enough time to fully square my shoulders and stuff. But give me some credit. I'm pretty good at that. Okay, perfect pass. Maybe I kicked out just a bit much. Samir gets a dig off on that. And Tim barely hits out. I think the score was like 21-18. So, man. Oh, we got one more play. What do we got here? Oh, wide. I think we might have seen this already. Great dig from man. Yeah. All right. And the field goal one more time. Why did I have to show myself getting field goaled one more time? All right. That's the end for today. I do have something to review, but it is a work of my own here. I have made overnight oats before, but it's been a long time. So this is some protein powder, a little bit of sugar-free chocolate chips at the top. Let's see if I could get you guys a view without spilling. Wow. There's a mashed banana at the bottom. Probably a great way to start my day, but we'll find out in just a second. Oh, yeah, you hear that? That's good stuff. Okay. I like the texture. Oh! That right there is good. Wow, I'm a bit of a chef. I got my overnight oats here. I got the Dolgi coffee cold brew. It's gonna be a good day. Mostly because you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Keep grinding whatever it is you're doing. Hope you learned something from this video. And remember, as always, film yourself. Thank you.